Hey everybody. So today I wanted to put together a really short video because one of the most common questions that I'm getting right now is now a good time to sell because it feels like the market's starting to slow down? That's a great question. And here's some data that I think you might find very interesting, to say the least, and see if maybe now it could be the right time to sell for you. So when you go back historically and you look at the last big real estate increase, market increase that we have to go back to 2005. And in 2005, we saw about 7.1 million home sales across the United States. In 2006, that dropped down to about 6.5 million. And then in '07 and '08, we dropped to 5 million down to 4.1 respectively. So you look at our most recent peak, and that would be back in 2021, where we saw 6.1 million home sales across the US. In 22, it fell to 5 million. In 23, 4.1. And then we're projected this year to be somewhere around 3.9. And so you can see kind of in the prior peak from 2005 to 2008, we saw about 3 million fewer homes sold in that 3-year span. And then in this one, we're going from 3.9 to 6.1. So just a little over, what is that, 2.2 million. So a little bit less. But what I found interesting in looking at that data is when you looked at home prices, in that last peak, we actually didn't see home prices come down for several years after the decrease started. So as I mentioned before, we went from 7.1 million home sales to 4.1 million in 2008. And 2008 was the very first year that we saw a decrease in home prices. And then it continued down in 2009, steadied out a little bit before it started going back up later. So what does that tell us? Well, real estate traditionally has been a very cyclical market, which means, what goes up is going to come down. And if we look at that past peak, knowing that a few years after the peak happened, we did start to see home prices come down. So if we did hit our peak in 2021, which is what it looks like, we would expect to see over the next, couple of years, potentially next year into the next few years, home prices start to fall a little bit. And so if you're looking to sell, but you're holding off for a little bit, just keep that in mind that the longer that we wait, the bigger chances that we have of home prices going down, which is great for home buyers, but may not be so great for maximizing the amount that you put in your pocket. If you'd like to discuss your home a little bit more in detail, please feel free to reach out to me. My contact information is below. Thanks so much. Have a great day.